Hey y'all, it's Liz. I wanted to make this video especially for one of my subbies who is a wife of an Army soldier. Number one, I want to commend you on holding that family together. Holding it together. Look, we as military wives, it's the hardest kind of marriage there could be. Being married to a guy in the military. Not saying that they're all bad, because they're not. They do get a bad rap every now and then, but I know that you've gone through some issues with your old man before you guys got married and even after you got married. I know that you have a beautiful little girl. And he is a changed person. When you guys first started going out, it was this young kid who, you know, didn't know much, didn't care about much, just wanted to go out and wham bam, thank you ma'am. Then you know, here he is, he's a soldier now. He's a man who will give his life for his country. Apparently he's not a bad man at all. Like I said, you guys had some issues, some marital issues in the past. But he's come straight with you and he's come clean with you. And he's told you that that was a boy back then. He is now a man, a new man. A man who loves his country, loves his wife, and loves his daughter. And he loves his family. And I think that, with that being said, you need to move forward. You want to stay in this relationship. You want to hold it together. You want to make it work. The only way to make it work is to stop bringing up the past. I know that it's hard to move forward when you have all of this. You know, God, he's cheated on me. He's done so many things that wasn't right. Okay. He did it. It's over and done with. You can't change the past. You can only change the future. Okay? You can't change what he's done. He's already done it. He's confessed to it. He told you that he did it. He's sorry. Let it go. Because you chose to stay with him and make this work, you have to be willing to let it all go. See, sometimes we as women, we sit there and go, well, yeah, you know, he messed around, but I forgive him and I love him. We tell ourselves that. And then in the back of our mind, every time something happens, every time he's late coming home from work, we start accusing him. Now you out there seeing that bitch. Who you fucking now? Look, when we took that stand and said, hey, I forgive you, I want to make it work, that meant that all that stuff that happened is gone. The sooner we realize that we cannot change the past, the better off we will be. Whatever was done 10 minutes ago, you can't change it. It's done. It's gone. It's hard to lay down next to a man who, or a woman who has cheated on you, and you know they have because they told you. That's why a lot of people do not take one another back. That's why they let it go completely, because they cannot take the fact that I just could not do it. If Steve messed around on me, the fact that he would hold another woman, kiss another woman, make love to another woman, it would be too much. It would be too much. Too fucking much. I couldn't do it. You know? I mean, he'd be eating motherfucking shoes for days. Wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. I don't even play like that. That's why I've always been the type, in any relationship, once it's over, by golly, it is over. That's just the way I feel. There's no going back. You can't. You can't. But you chose to stay there. You chose to take him back. You chose to love him and to keep your family together. Then you need to just let that shit go. You need to let it go. because you have chosen to take this path. And it's not fair to him to have to deal with it on a daily basis. If he's late, he's late. That doesn't mean he's fucking around. But you did say, and I quote, as soon as I can find it, you did say, and I quote, I promised myself and my daughter, even though she's only 6 months old and doesn't understand, but I promise the next time that he cheats, I am leaving him. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have to, because I can't go through anything like this again. Then you said we both want our marriage to work. But how can I trust him again and not bring up the past? You want to keep him? Leave the past alone. You know, that dog won't hunt no more. Let sleeping dogs lie. Just let it be. The quickest way, you know, people always say, well, you know, you're always accusing me of doing this, so I just wanted to prove you right, so I went out and did it. Let it go. If he's late, he's late. Just like if he is cheating, everything he does in the dark will come to the light eventually. Let it be. Don't keep hounding him about his past, because that's the quickest way to lose somebody. And one more piece of advice. You cannot have a prosperous, trusting, good marriage without trust. I mean, you just can't. If you don't trust him, you cannot have a great marriage. Trust is all, you know, if you don't trust him, you have nothing. You have nothing if you can't trust him. You've got to put that stuff in the past and let it be. Lock it away, put it away, do whatever you have to do, but let it go. If you have to have a powwow with him one more time and let it all out, release all your anger, cry it out, do whatever, do it. But let it go and stop hounding this man every time you guys get in an argument about something. Stop bringing up the past that he messed around. Because you have chose to stay with him and work it out. And if that's what you did, then stick to your guns and stop, you know, and work it out and stop fucking around telling him, hey, you know, what are you doing, and accusing him of stuff. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. You know? So if he does mess around, you know what you're going to do. You and your daughter are going to leave. You know it. So leave it alone. Trust your man. Love him. Hell, without trust, you ain't got nothing. Remember. Alright, well, I don't think you're a dumbass. I think you're a wonderful person. I think that you are a brave woman. You are the woman who, you're the type of woman who wants to keep your marriage together. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I ain't mad at you. I say kudos to you. You know, you're a better woman than me, because I'm going to tell you, I know a lot of women who have just been like, fuck it, and they walked away from it. You, on the other hand, have decided to stand up and be with your man. Anything worth having, excuse Steve, anything worth having is worth fighting for. So, you did what you had to do. Now keep moving on and love yourself. That's all I can tell you. Alright, deuces. This helped. And I don't think you're a dumbass. Bye.